How would you like to save lives every day and earn a fair living wage while doing it in a career as a Microsoft .NET developer? You will develop logical coded instructions that could make a huge difference in someone's life, more than likely someone you'll never meet. Hebrews 13:16 reads, "Do not neglect to do good, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God." This verse encourages us to demonstrate charity, which, working as a Microsoft .NET developer, one can do every day. During my 10-year career as a Microsoft .NET developer, I spent 6 years working for a company called United Network for Organ Sharing, UNOS. UNOS was awarded a contract from the U.S. Health Resources and Services Administration, HRSA, to implement the policy of the Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network, OPTN. UNOS accomplishes this with Microsoft .NET coding languages. Working for UNOS as a Microsoft .NET developer was spiritually rewarding in that I was able to use my God-given talents to positively impact the lives of thousands of people every day. A Microsoft .NET developer works within the software development lifecycle. Requirements are gathered, a design is created, the code is developed, tested, and delivered to the customer, and then the customer pays for the work. The job expectations of a Microsoft .NET developer can be adequately described by taking a look at an average day at UNOS. Here's what you should expect. A developer will get a list of business requirements from which to derive code. The business requirements will be non-technical, common language instructions, or to the technical level of the customer, whomever it may be. For example, take the OPTN policy, section 10.5, the allocation of lungs. They have a table, 10-8, baseline waiting list survival probability, where T equals time in days. Now, if you look at this table, it's got a whole list of numbers, 365 with a bunch of decimals next to them. You have to take these values and calculate the probability in days that a candidate waiting for a lung transplant would survive based on their specific clinical information. By developing Microsoft .NET code to execute a math problem, although be it a very complex math problem, you're helping the 122,440 candidates waiting for a transplant every day. Now, after the requirements are gathered, a developer can expect to participate in the remaining steps of the software development lifecycle. For example, policy changes from the OPTN. Once they're approved, a group of several developers at UNOS sit down and they analyze what they want changed. And they create a design document. The design will detail how the existing source code will be changed in order to accomplish the policy change. And this design document is then sent up to be approved by the business. When the business approves, the code continues through the remaining steps of the life cycle, which is testing, delivery, and maintenance. Software development work isn't easy, and as such, a Microsoft .NET developer can earn a fair living wage for the effort. From my personal experience, a junior developer fresh out of college in the Richmond area can expect to receive about $50,000 a year in annual salary, depending upon how well you interview. As you gain more real-world experience, you should expect your salary to increase on average 2 to 5% per year through merit increases. More than likely, you'll become experienced with coding languages other than Microsoft .NET, such as JavaScript and Transact SQL, which help pad your resume for promotion. However, moving employers is generally the best mechanism to achieve a significant pay raise. Although in the long run, the most reward from being a Microsoft .NET developer comes from the work itself and its impact on others. A career as a Microsoft .NET developer can be both spiritually and financially rewarding. Any developer, from junior to senior, can earn a fair living wage developing code that makes a positive difference in the life of another, even if it's just developing a website for practice. Now, one last parting thought. When you have a chance, take a look at Microsoft's jobs blog. Search for .NET Developer. You should find an article by Travis Scott on how to ace your programming interview, and I think you'll find it very helpful.